Ole Stan Van Gundy. Ole Stan Van Gundy. Come on here. You just said that Djokovic is the greatest, might be the greatest player ever. My reaction. My. We're in a stat driven era. We're in an inflated era. We see things what we want. Well, newsflash. And my good friend, the sporting page, put it up on Instagram. Check him out. He's on YouTube. He put up the Shaq Jokic numbers prime to prime. And we didn't even have to go into Shaq's postseason. Well, Jokic got one postseason run. That's all. Shaq had six. But we're not going to talk about what's essential when we debate what's GOATs. We're just going to talk about this whole thing. Now, granted, Shaq got robbed out of multiple MVPs. In LA, in Miami. We know it wasn't going to happen in Orlando, but he was picked as Rookie of the Year, one of the 50 greatest players ever, and he did help lead the Magic to the finals in 95. We going to stop talking about totality, because when Stan Van Gundy, and I'm going to tell you about a Stan Van Gundy story, when he got fired by Miami because he couldn't coach Shaq and D Wade up to par, and Pat Riley got rid of him, I didn't know what happened to him. I thought he was in the, who do I want to pick on? I was going to say Henry Hill, but I was going to say Jimmy Hoffa Witness Protection Program, buried. I didn't see that turkey for a long time. And then he reemerged with Dwight Howard in Orlando, got them to the finals, and then he gagged again. So let me get this straight. You get to coach two of the greatest centers ever, and Dwayne Wade was a great guard, and you're supposed to be an evaluator of talent, and you get to, and you just can't seem to figure, and you're going to come and part your lips to say this guy? Listen, Djokovic is a heck of a talent because he can shoot the three ball. He looks like a round potato that can shoot from anywhere, and he'll spin on you and shimmy all fall through, big boy. But he has kryptonite, and lately in the second round, he can't seem to will his team. And for all them stat pat, let me tell you something about him. If he was all that, he'd be a link between Shaq, Wilt, Kareem, Olajuwon, Steph Curry, and Magic Johnson. Because he does all those things. And you would think that since you're getting a 5-for-1 and 1, right, all you can get buffet, that this guy could just be dominant and run the gamut, and but he can't. Strange thing happened. His coach got fired. Strange thing happened for all those MVPs he gets and all that stuff he gets and all the numbers he puts up. He just can't seem to get his team past the hump. Jamal Murray's supposed to be a legit sidekick. Aaron Gordon's balling. How come y'all can't play defense? How come y'all can't get no stops? I don't think that you are a GOAT. Now, you're not a Billy Goat and you're not generic, but at the same time, Stan Van Gundy, you really pouring it on extra. You really pouring it on extra. Now, Jokic is the top 10 center of all time. I'll give you that. But he does not sit at the table with Russell, Kareem, Shaq, Wilt. And he hasn't surpassed Moses and Hakeem to my likings. I might give him over David Robinson. That's the table he's at, which is a great table. But you ain't in that next level table. And until he gets a couple more chips, I can't put him there. He's in a watered down era with his skill set. He should be running things. We should be talking about 3 or 4 rings. He should be as good as LeBron James. And he's got it on the stat pad and the MVPs, and he got a trip, but he ain't dominating like he should. How you going to call somebody a GOAT when they, for all that what they do, it really ain't taking a team to the next level? And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm more impressed with SGA than I am with Jokic, if you must know, because he's leading from the perimeter. See, cats like Jokic and Giannis, they got to win 3 rings before I'd even consider the next level. I mean, I know about the regular season MVPs and all that, but y'all got to go another level. And I don't see that from Jokic. I don't see it. So all this talk about him being the GOAT or what? Really? Stan Van Gundy, you need to come with an asterisk, because he's a great player, and I will give him his due. But let's not get carried away. The Nuggets aren't a finals contender. They've got 1 ring, 1 finals appearance. For all that dominance and everything he do, how come he ain't knocking it down in June? And see, until I see him making multiple trips and owning the league, I ain't trying to hear it, you see, because he's got to make his teammates better. So if you this combo of all these people that I mentioned before, and I'll give it to you, I'll give you a running run with LeBron. But when you start talking about the Shaqs of the world and Kareems and Russells and Chamberlains, and you start talking about that you better than Magic and you better than Curry and stuff and all that, I know, no, because you ain't done enough in that regard. Great regular season, but your postseason, yo, for what they putting down on you, Stan Van Gundy, you need your glasses and your Ron Jeremy mustache checked, because I think you got a scratch a lick. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit of it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time, peace.